Okay, we're live, Jesse or Phil. I'm here with Phil, and we're live, and we're going to talk about the best life ever, how the Jehovah's Witnesses love insulting Jesus. But before we do that,
Oh, hi, Dean. How you doing? It's good to see you again, Dean. Hi, guys. Sit down.
that's right, huh? It never gets old. It never gets old. So, hey, speaking of that topic, best life ever. Let's just get to it, man. Best life ever. They've been doing this, but now they've taken it, like Emerald Lagasse says, up a notch. Here we go.
Well, the witnesses they got a song about it. Let's play the song. Let's play the song right now. Let's play it.
Does it sound pretty good? Can you hear?
This world would like to make me lonely. I got my friends with me. We're trying hard to help others find friends eternally. And I wouldn't worry about me. Ooh, this world would bring me down. I'm feeling better, lifting others off the ground. What I found, I wanna know what I can do. I wanna give what I can give. That is the best feeling ever. I know this will last forever. I'm where I want to be. This is the best life ever.
Probably stop for a couple seconds, that way we don't get hit with the copyright. Kingdom Support Services. Whoa, look at that bus. Kingdom Support Service, Patterson, New York. Whoa.
So many good things yet to be done with these two hands of mine.
Oh, they're working for free.
I'll take some love and build us a bridge. Connect your heart to mine. And I wouldn't worry about me. Ooh, this world would bring me down. I'm feeling better, lifting others off the ground. Look what I found. I wanna know what I can do. I wanna give what I can give. That is the best feeling ever. I know this will last forever. It's better than a dream. This is the best life. I'm not afraid, come what may. This kind of life gets better every day, every day, every way. Oh, I wanna live for more than me. I wanna give till I feel free. That is the best feeling ever. I know this will last forever. Come with me, you'll see. This is the best life ever.
When is this video going to end?
This is the best life ever.
God.
This is the best life ever.
Wow. Damn. We got it out of the way. Best life ever. I called in on the show later and I explained how the Jehovah's Witnesses love insulting Jesus. You and I have talked about this over the phone so many times. How when Jesus was here on earth, he didn't tell us that we were going to have the best life ever. He said, pick up your cross and follow me. This wasn't going to be the best life ever. Was it the best life for Peter? How about Paul when he went to Rome and died? All of those. What about Stephen when he got stoned? And that, remember, we were kids. Stephen got stoned with marijuana, but no, he got stoned with rocks. He was killed. It wasn't the best life ever. And then Jesus talks about not storing up you're the one that always brings that up to me. Stop storing treasures on earth. And Jesus talks about the many abodes in heaven. And so I was talking to Nadine today, and she said, this is typical of how Watchtower steals from Jesus and gives it to the governing body. So that was a good point, because you and I never elaborated on that. That the best life ever is a direct theft. That we know it's an insult to Jesus, but she says, no, you're stealing it from Jesus and you're giving it to the governing body indirectly. But that's what it is. That the best life ever is life here on earth with the governing body. That's a direct insult to Jesus Christ. I mean, I can go on, but this is up your alley.
Well, you know what? Another thing, let me just throw this out you, another dimension. And I don't know what this means, but let me just get it out of the way. Did you notice that there was no fat people?
No fat people?
There was no ugly people.
Is it fat phobia?
There was no handicapped people. There was no transgendered people or tattooed love boys. There was no... and I counted 5 senior citizens. Of all the people I counted, they had 5 elderly. And 2 of them looked like they were the circuit overseers at the beginning when they're in the barbecue. It looked like it was a circuit overseer and his wife. Mm-hmm. But so that would give you 3 other seniors. So they are a different type of religion. They're not a religion. It was almost a sales promo. Like if you were going to spend time at a, what is it when you rent and they send you off to this timeshare? Mm-hmm. It really was like a timeshare sales.
Mm-hmm. You like that? Fat phobic. That they're afraid to put fat people in their videos.
No, they're afraid to put anybody who doesn't cut the mold.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all young, upwardly mobile people in their 20s and 30s. Mm-hmm. It really is a different, and they're not a religion. They have to suffer that curse now. All the curses, like you told Rick Fearon, are coming back. The boomerang is coming back. They're the ones who gave up on the word church. They murdered that word, and they changed it to organization. So they're a new age organization. And you know what? One of your favorite Bible verses when we were kids was, "Thank you, Father, for you have hidden this from the intellectuals,
and you revealed them to the babes."
Yeah. And so what we're seeing now, the Jehovah's Witnesses now, they're cursed. Mm-hmm. They're a cursed organization. They cannot be Christians. Mm-hmm. They cannot, they will never live past 80 now. Mm-hmm. Because they're saying that this is the best life ever. They've given their place in paradise. They've given their place in heaven. This is what they esteemed. They're building up their treasures on earth right now.
So I want to talk about 2 things before we forget, and this is up your alley. The best life ever is like Jacob and Esau. Go ahead.
Well, Esau gave up his birthright for a bowl of soup. The Jehovah's Witnesses, since paradise didn't come in their lifetime, they're making themselves a paradise. They're getting rid of the fat people. They're getting rid of the ugly people, the handicapped people, the old people, and they're building up a paradise on earth. Mm-hmm. They're selling their birthright. They're giving up. They're building their treasures on heaven. They're going to bring, God damn it, they're going to bring their paradise, whether Jehovah gives it to them or not.
Correct. And the second point, and I brought up, but I'll let you explain it, the boomerang effect of the Moses and the 10 plagues. You're seeing history repeat itself.
Well, or you're seeing what we studied, and the way we learned it is that the 10 plagues, each individual plague was a direct attack on one of their gods. And what we're saying is that each curse that the Jehovah's Witnesses are suffering now is a direct result on one of their false prophecies. For example, the lie that this is the best life ever. Now they're suffering the curse. And this is one of This is why I believe Jesus is God, because Jesus says, pray for your enemies. Because what they're getting paradise now.
Mhm.
They've traded life, eternal life with God in the bosom of Abraham for their 10 minutes at Warwick or Tuxedo, whatever, in New York. They really think that's paradise. And we're talking about some intellectual midgets. And you know what? It's probably dangerous to even associate with them because the vaccine, the protein, it might be shedding on their brain. That's why they're so stupid. I really think a lot of them think this is paradise, spiritual paradise. These people are condemned, like condemned. It's almost safer not to even talk about them. You know how, like, when you go on somewhere, you talk about those people from Israel?
Oh, these guys, the Chews,
Mm-hmm.
the
And
rock band, the
all-
Chews. Mhm.
all hell breaks loose.
Mhm.
It's better not to even utter the word that starts with a J.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to talk about that real quick. The curse, and I don't know if you can see that. Okay, there it is. So you see that, Jesse? So the Jehovah's Witnesses wrote a book called "Your Youth: Getting the Best Out of It,"
Yeah.
and then it boomerangs, just like in Moses, the curse. They knew it was, they were selling a load of shit, horse manure. They were doing it in God's name. And it came back and it haunted them. Rick Farron was talking about the suicides. How about uh, family happiness?
Wait, before you go to family happiness, just on the
Okay.
youth, another quick commentary. According to the United States Census a few years back, the Jehovah's Witnesses were the fastest growing evangelical religion, but they
Mhm.
were also the fastest shrinking. And it was a direct hit on their children. So 66% of the youths of the Jehovah's Witnesses leave in the United States, that religion. So there you can have the boomerang, a direct result of the boomerang. They
Mhm.
try to enforce their faith on the youth, and the youth flee like no other religion.
Mhm.
Well, they're not a religion, but any other organization.
There's right there. Rick Farron talks about the suicides, right there in
And
the family.
the
Mhm.
secret of family happiness. The thing is that what you're seeing now, like I know two couples
Mhm.
that are in divorce or close
Mhm.
to it. So now if a couple leaves the Jehovah's Witness, one of the
Mhm.
before it was you would try to save the marriage. Now they'll make the marriage a living hell for that spouse that wants to leave. So you're seeing a breakup of the family. That's another boomerang. The secret to family happiness? No, there is no family happiness. If you're a
This-
female Jehovah's Witness married to a mentally in person, your life is going to be there's not going to be no secret to family happiness. There's not going to
No,
be
because
family.
that's the curse, like in Moses, in the on the plagues. Everything that they said has come back like a plague. Look at this one, Jesse. Remember this book? Jehovah's Witnesses wrote the book. Make sure of all things. Hold fast to what is fine.
They
Make
can't.
sure of all
It's a
things.
curse. Now they can't hold on to anything. Everything's changing with their new light.
Yes.
And that's a curse too, because Jesus is the light. And Jesus said, you are the light of the world. He was talking about his followers, the Christian church. But the governing body steals it for themselves. Jesus gave, the governing body steals.
Correct. Insight on the scriptures. Okay, I'm trying to go through some old Jehovah's Witness books.
Or let's it doesn't have to be books, Gilbert.
No, but
It could be
this
everything
is,
they touch. For
yes.
example, go to jw.org right now. Go to jw.org right now. And you would think that they celebrate Christmas. They spent their entire life bashing on Jesus Christ and Christmas. And look what they're doing now.
Mhm. Yeah. Mhm.
You know, there's a saying in English language. It says guilt by association. If you're not supposed to celebrate Christmas, the Jehovah's Witnesses sure do look like they're guilty by association. They're putting all this Christmas stuff on their website to make it look like, give it camouflage that they are talking about Christmas.
What does on earth peace, goodwill towards men mean? And what are the origin of Christmas? Good point. So yeah, so you can go through your library, all of your books, and you're just going to notice, and that's the whole point I wanted to bring out about the best.
Wait, watch. One more. I'll show you another curse. Go back to the jw.org.
Okay.
And we're going to do it in real time, and I'm going to show you the curse. Do you remember 1986? It was the International Year of Peace. And how they gang raped Pope John Paul II, the Watchtower. They were always criticizing. They were always involved in every commentary. Now, at the back of every awake was this article called Observing the World. And what did they attack? All the churches, all the moral and political things that were going wrong. Violence, crime, everything, religion. Now, go over there to the search on top of the jw.org and write transgender. Did you know in New York, the state that they're in, you have pastors now that are transgender from the pulpit in the biggest city? Don't you think God's organization here on earth would have something to say about this? These are the cowards of cowards. And this is the thing about the curse that you were talking about. Jesus talked about the bravery in men. And then when a cowardism affected the congregation, like in the night of that Jesus died, the Apostle Peter was almost distraught to the point where maybe he thought about committing suicide. And it raised all the apostles because they all died a violent death. So the word cowardism cannot be associated with the first century Christians. But the Jehovah's Witnesses are synonymous with cowardism. They're synonymous because they're not even in the fight. Now, you go to anywhere in the United States, any Christian, they're talking about this subject. But not the Jehovah's Witnesses. You think that God's mouthpiece here on earth would have something to say about genital mutilation.
We talked about it in 1993. Violence against women.
And guess what, Gilbert? Now, what is the curse of not talking about transgenderism?
Well, it's going to creep up before you know it.
To their children.
Yeah.
They're going to have to pay the price. A lot of you're going to start seeing in the future, in a few years, a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses secretly becoming transgender, their children. Do you remember how in school there was always Jehovah's Witness kids that were always smoking weed, getting drunk, going to parties and everything? And they led what it was called the double life. Well, in today's double life, the Marxists, the cultural Marxists, are breaking up the families and religion using transgenderism. The Jehovah's Witnesses refuse to even acknowledge that it exists. So that's the curse that you were talking about. This is a cursed organization.
Yeah. And so I put down the best life ever, JW's love insulting Jesus. And I'll probably finish with that. How do they insult Jesus? Because the best life ever would be living in the presence of Jesus Christ, living with your Father in the many abodes that he had built, in the many mansions, right? So Watchtower is telling their people, no, the best life is not in what is to come. The best life is here with us, the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses. And this is where it's just, they don't stop insulting Jesus Christ. And I don't think why people can't see this.
Well, was that Sherry?
There we see the lawsuit. I guess I think they were talking about it in the Rick Farron show.
Oh, I didn't know about it. What was it?
Oh, we'll talk about it later. But so what did you want to finish up saying about the best life ever and how they love insulting Jesus Christ?
Well, it's real important because
Mhm.
everything. It's a cursed organization, accursed because they're all dead. They don't even have the decency to put all the people who have served for the last 50 years
Mhm.
in their magazine, in their video.
Mhm.
You know, the pioneers and everybody who sacrificed everything
Mhm.
for that organization. You know, and they go to all these young kids,
Mhm.
skulls full of mush,
Mhm.
and so these young individuals and the communists and the Marxists, and I talked about cultural Marxism. They always use the youth. You got to understand that, whether they attack the youth or whether they use the youth to attack and break up the families. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing a form of cultural Marxist religionism in the Jehovah's Witnesses. They really are destroying. They're destroying Jesus. They're destroying the family, Christianity. And they're giving this sense that on earth is the best life ever.
Mhm.
And it goes even further, associated with the governing body, the Faithful and Discreet Slave Watchtower, jw.org, is somehow the best life ever. There's no connection with the Bible. And I think Rick Fearon talked about it on his show. No mention of Jesus Christ on the verbs, on the verses. Even in the most secular songs,
Mhm.
when a nation is stirred to move, for example, us, the United States of America, the name of Jesus is always invoked,
Mhm.
or Christ or the Lord, even in secular terms. And here you have this quasi-religious organization, the Jehovah's Witnesses,
Mhm.
who refuse to invoke Jesus Christ.
Mhm.
Of course, they're an insulting. They don't remember 1986. You and I remember it. Remember in that book, You Can Live Forever in Paradise Earth, when they dedicated a whole chapter attacking Pope John Paul II for giving a talk and he never invoked Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
So there's the boomerang. Everything they criticized Pope John Paul in 86, they have become,
Mhm.
and more.
Correct. And one thing, so we'll end it there on that, the best life ever, and just to segue into how the other thing that Jehovah's Witnesses love to do is destroy men. And
No, this one you got to preface it. If I think what you're gonna
go
do,
ahead. Go ahead.
that this is going to be hard.
Mhm.
This is going to be worse than the worst episode of Cops.
Mhm.
This is going to be worse than the worst episode of the Twilight Zone. So if there's children or women, because women can't handle the truth, maybe they should turn off their video. Can you warn them? Remember, like you did on Rick Fearon show, you told everybody to shut up,
Oh yeah, and
quit
take
interrupting
notes.
you, and start taking notes.
Yeah.
Maybe you're going to have to do that right now. Do a disclaimer, take notes. If you're a woman or a child, and consider JP or whatever the case may be,
Mhm.
and you can't handle extreme violent videos,
Mhm.
turn it off.
We found a Jehovah's Witness.
Whoa, no. We think.
We think they're Jehovah's Witnesses, and we're going to tell you why. All of the evidence points that there's a good probability that these American Jehovah's Witnesses went on vacation down to South America, Colombia, and they were spotted in this crime scene.
Hey, Gilbert, we could be wrong.
We could be wrong.
Mhm.
And there it is. This guy comes in with a knife and tries to, I guess, probably steal her backpack. But look how he has a knife. And then this other guy, okay, so without trying to be, prejudiced here, but it looks like the guy with the darker skin is native Colombian. But you see this guy here with the glasses, the redhead? That was the original guy that she was with,
The boyfriend.
her boyfriend.
Rewind it to the start it again.
So yeah, let's go back.
So they walk into there together,
Mhm.
whether it's a hotel or some kind of a lodging.
Ice cream shop or
They're
something.
together. Mhm.
And there with the knife, and he's looking.
Guy with a knife. He's going to steal her backpack.
And
He's
this
trying
other
to
guy
steal,
is-
she's fighting him off. She's holding back the arm with a knife.
and look at the people in the back, in the car and in the bike. They're natives.
And where's your boyfriend?
Her boyfriend's right behind this door. And then this girl pulls up and she sees
Mhm.
what's happening. This American is with the backpack and he's leaving. But now somebody comes in from the back seat. Oh, no, the driver of the car. Then
That
another
was the
guy.
guy on the motorcycle.
Mhm. Oh, Ooh, so this is the guy from that car right there.
There's the girlfriend. There's the boyfriend.
Boom! Look at that. Let's go back. So this guy comes out of the car. He sees his face. Boom! Knocks him straight in. Look at that.
Mhm.
And all of the people go into town. Now, oh. Let's go back just a little bit. Look at right there. He pops in. Her boyfriend, the Jehovah's Witness, right there.
He was physically out, but mentally in.
Yes. That's why we believe he's a Jehovah's Witness, because he's physically out of the fight.
And there's a lot of things. There's a lot of clues.
He's a
Also,
pony.
he's bearded, and he's very metrosexual,
Mhm.
and he's neutral. When it comes to worldly events, he's neutral, and he's
Mm,
willing to give up his family. Those are all Jehovah's Witness characteristics,
yes.
where they will maintain their family, their neutrality, and not get
Mhm.
involved in worldly events,
Hmm.
even if their wife gets stabbed and raped,
Because they're neutral, right?
because they're neutral. They must maintain their neutrality.
And
But
he's-
he wants to be mentally in, so he's physically out. That's why he's a pony. He's
Mhm.
definitely not a Pimo.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
He's physically out,
But
and
mentally in.
in. See, he keeps popping his head. So he pops his head out. He's out.
Mhm.
Now the women come in. Look at that woman. Where does she come from? Yeah, that woman just another woman. Look at two women, worldly women. Oh my gosh, the whole block is coming down.
The
Oh,
whole. Oh,
he comes back into the picture.
he comes in. Oh wait, stop,
Oh,
stop.
and
Go
the
back.
guy
Go
with
back.
the MAGA hat. The guy with the MAGA hat. Oh, let's see what this guy with the MAGA hat does.
Go back 2 seconds. Look, stop. He has a MERS. Definite Jehovah's Witness. That's where they carry their face mask.
Oh, the guy has a MERS, a male
Mhm.
purse. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is all Jehovah's Witness, Jesse.
Yeah,
Beard.
and
Physically
he's
out.
running. Look, he's running to make sure that the Jehovah's Witness literature in her backpack is still okay.
Mhm. And here comes the MAGA guy with the MAGA hat.
Mm-hmm.
Boom! He's ready to throw down. He's ready to throw down. Oh, no. Okay, no, it looks like he's part of the crew. Because he starts fighting the guy. Okay. This is good. All right. So there we go. Whew, look at that. Tries to stab her. And what did this guy do? Like, hey guys, can't we all just get along?
No, he's physically out, mentally in.
Yeah, look at so these two Jehovah's Witnesses are physically out, and it took the locals. Look at this guy in the back. Just
He's
comes
probably a
in.
Catholic right
Look
there.
at- right here. Look at the Catholic. Boom!
Mm-hmm.
The Colombian Catholic comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Look at those guys. God love the Catholics. And look at Pomey with the man purse. Man. So, and the women, the worldly women doing, wow.
So maybe we got to take a poll.
Mhm.
You know, we think he's a Jehovah's Witness. What did the comment section? Did we give enough circumstantial evidence to build the case
Yeah.
that the gentleman who didn't defend his wife or his girlfriend or his significant other,
Mhm.
there's a lot of circumstantial evidence to prove that.
Let's go over it.
Was-
The man didn't defend his wife.
Okay, but we don't know if it's his wife or his girlfriend.
Either way.
We know that there's some kind of clean religious organization, because did you notice both of the white kids did not have tattoos?
Mhm.
Now, most of the white kids in the northern hemisphere are all tatted out, except the Amish, the Mormons, and the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Mhm.
So there's a 33% chance right there that they're Jehovah's Witness. Now, another circumstantial evidence was he's bearded.
Mhm.
So, and he's a coward.
Too loud? Okay, go ahead.
He's bearded and he's a coward.
Mhm.
Oh, are we too loud?
No, I'm too loud.
Okay, so he's bearded and he's a coward. And we know that the Jehovah's Witnesses, and he's carrying a pouch, a mail purse, a merce. And he physically got out. So he's physically out, but he was mentally in. Classic Pomey behavior. Now, the woman defended the backpack with her life. She was not willing to give up. And what kind of person loves her belongings more than their life?
Jehovah's Witness.
That is carrying JW literature.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than silver and gold.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
right.
we've laid out the case, all circumstantial, albeit. Yes. What does the comment section say?
I don't know, but yeah, it sounds like a watchtower. Yeah. Now we're gonna finish off with.
Oh, wait, Gilbert, wait.
Mhm.
We did the neutrality. Cubic 9960 enters in the neutrality angle that we say. He was maintaining his Christian neutrality and not getting involved in any fights. They are not neutral when it comes to accepting money. Whoa, that's a great point. But we didn't see any exchange of money.
Correct. So the last topic of the day.
Wait.
Go ahead.
The comment section, do they agree?
Yeah. Okay,
Was
so
that guy a Jehovah's Witness?
Yeah. So, are you ready for the last one for the day? And we're done. Okay.
All right.
So, in today's Jehovah Jeopardy, Watchtower Jehovah Jeopardy, we have 5 categories: Watchtower Loves Death, Jehovah Math, Pornea, Crimes of the Watchtower,
in higher education. Okay. Do
Now,
I get to pick first?
some people will say, Gilbert, last video you had Pornea on.
Mhm.
Why do we have Pornea on again?
Well, we like Pornea.
No, we like Pornea. So
Mhm.
go ahead, Jesse. Or no,
Okay.
Phil. Who we have today?
Phil Harmonic.
Phil Harmonic.
I
So-
will take higher education for 100.
Higher education for 100.
Okay.
Watchtower encourages its members to finish this course of education.
What is grade school?
Grade school. Anybody in the comment section? Anybody in the comment section?
What?
Jesse, Phil Harmonic says grade school. You got 1, 2. Nope. Nobody's biting.
Okay.
You ready?
Mhm.
Uh,
What is high school?
that's right.
We would have taken grade school.
Mhm.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Let's go for Crimes of the Watchtower for 100.
This city hosts a congregation that refused to have its kingdom hall stolen by Watchtower.
Oh.
This city hosts the congregation.
What is Mellon Park?
I'm going to still give it to you.
Okay.
What is Menlo?
Menlo. Okay.
Okay. So let's go with Pornea for 100. Petting genitals over clothes.
Petting generals. Cool. What is
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. First date?
Ooh, very close. We would have probably accepted it, but we would call
Oh.
that safe sex.
Safe sex. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Your favorite topic is Jehovah Math for
Jehovah
100.
Okay.
606. Now be careful. This
Okay,
this may be a very simple answer, but it's not the answer we're looking for because it's Jehovah Math. 606 plus 1.
What is 1914?
No.
No.
606 plus 1, but let me give you a hint. There's letters attached to this.
Okay. What is 607 BCE?
There you go.
Okay.
So we're going to give you another 100. All right. So let's see. Okay, Jay Mars.
Loves death.
Jay Mars had it. Yeah, Jay Mars is good. So let's go into the next one. Watchtower Loves Death. 100.
The war in Afghanistan killed 176,000 people, 46,319 civilians, 69,095 military, and at least 52,893 opposition fighters. But this Jehovah's Witness doctrine killed
I
many.
think JP's going to get it. I think JP knows the
I
answer.
think, what is the blood policy?
The blood doctrine. Yes.
Doctrine.
Plus. Yes. Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
Wow, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
That should have been 500, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm.
Let's see. What's the next one?
Hold on.
Hey, let's do.
Why isn't it not letting me?
Oh, go back.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do pornea for 200.
A Jehovah's Witness favorite sex toy. Let's see if anybody
Okay.
can get this in the chat.
Okay.
A Jehovah's Witness sex toy.
Hmm.
Okay, 3, 2. It's a sex toy by Jehovah's Witnesses, Bethelites especially. Phil?
Could it be a pillow? What is a pillow, Alex?
Ooh, Jesse, we're gonna have to give that to Nadine
Okay.
in the comment section.
Let's see.
Pillow.
Pillow. Okay. the pillow.
So yeah, you're okay.
Wait. Yes. Put your head on my pillow.
So let's go to the next one.
Jehovah Math for 200.
Jehovah Math for 200.
Okay.
Tape
Tape measures.
calipers, micrometers, and protractors, Geiger counters, each designed for specific types of measurements. How does Jehovah identify who is weak and who is strong in spiritual matters? And what number is used to measure such spirituality?
What is 67?
Ooh. So we're looking for, how does Jehovah identify? What does he use as a measure to measure someone spiritually?
What is 10 hours in service?
What is 10 average monthly hours in the field ministry? That's how Jehovah measures spirituality.
That would be compared to the Roman foot.
Correct.
Pretty good.
So we need
Let's
to
take
Mhm.
Crimes of the Watchtower for 200. The Daily Double. Okay.
This illegal felony crime is never reported to the proper authorities. Let's see if the chat has anything on this. Does the chat have anything on this?
What is the two-witness rule?
This illegal felony crime is never reported to the proper authorities. What felony crime?
CSA.
Ooh, it looks like Team 2,
Wait. No. What is it?
pedophilia, child
Yeah.
sex abuse. We gave that to Team 2.
The audience is not forming their answers in the question form.
Oh, but we'll forgive them.
Okay.
So next Mhm.
Watchtower loves death.
for 200. This deadly practice is above average in the Jehovah's Witness religion, and especially among the youth, and was mentioned by Rick Farron today in his show. This deadly practice. It's a deadly practice, and it's
What
above
is
Hold on. Is anybody in the chat gonna?
what is OAS?
What is what?
OAS. Organizational assisted suicide.
Ooh, good one. What is suicide? So I like higher education for 200. Regular reading of the Watchtower and Awake magazine is equivalent to this.
Regular
Go
reading.
into the chat.
Regular reading.
Regular reading of the Watchtower and the Awake magazine is equivalent to what?
Receiving. What is receiving 10 vaccines?
No. We're
See,
going to give this to
Nadine
Team
is not
2.
forming it in a question.
What is a bachelor's
Bachelor's degree.
Yes, yes, yes. We got to give that to.
Mhm.
Boy, Nadine is carrying the weight of the.
Of the show. Yes.
Now, Nadine's favorite subject is pornea for 300. Porne,
Meaning
meaning prostitute, and pornos, meaning immoral person or fornicator, describes this action. This is an easy one because it's in the title. What is the action of porny, pornos, and fornicator?
Mm.
It's in the title. What is? It's simple. If you do this, you committed what?
Oh.
If you're an immoral or you're a prostitute or you're a fornicator, you committed this action.
What is the F word?
Oh no, I thought this was going to be easy. What is pornea?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry.
That was what you call a tricks. You're doing
That was a
tricks
trick
question.
question. Yes.
Turning tricks question.
My favorite subject is Jehovah Math.
Mhm.
2,520 years gives you this.
What is
Mhm.
what
2,000?
is 7 times?
Yeah, and it gives you to what date?
1914 AD.
Yes.
Mhm.
See, because you have to know the 7 times, the tree that fell. That was a tree. That was for those of you that were paying attention to the Revelation book. Why? I have no idea. We'll give Jesse. Watchtower loves death for 300. GG for GB coined a phrase describing Watchtower's meddling in marital bonds
Mm.
that ultimately led to the destruction of Jehovah's Witness marriage. What is that phrase that is?
What is spiritual adultery?
Yeah, I mentioned that so many times, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
I said that so like 1,000 times. So good for you. Crimes of the Watchtower for 300.
This rule
is used by Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, what is the 2 witness rule?
Oh man, you're not giving anybody a chance to.
Well,
But let's see. What is the 2 witness rule?
Witness rule, Alex. Yeah. Higher education for 300.
Okay. JW children excel more in their education by participating in this. I think Nadine knows. I think children that participate in this excel in education, and a lot of JW children are enrolled in. Can we get anybody? 2 women rule. That's funny. Think about it. 2 children excel more in their education by
what is pioneering?
No. I thought this was easy. What is homeschooling? Okay.
We would have taken pioneering.
Yeah. Higher education for 400. The highest level of education that one can achieve on earth, allegedly, according to Jehovah. The highest level of education that one can achieve. Ooh, the ministry
what
school.
Is a spiritual education.
Okay. Actually, I was told this by a Gilead graduate.
A Gilead graduate.
Is that true or not true?
Yes.
That's the highest level, huh?
No, he told you that's the highest form way to show your loyalty to the governing body.
So maybe I was wrong in that one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's finish up with higher education for 500. The highest level of education currently held by a governing body member. The highest level of education currently held.
I got it. What is low class?
Low class. And the highest level of education currently held by a governing body member.
Wait. I got another one. What is no class, Alex?
Yes. Well, going once, going. Some say it's a ministry school. Space bar. What is a high school diploma?
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
And who has that?
I don't know. Watchtower loves death for 400. Christians celebrate the birth of their Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, while Jehovah's Witnesses do this. Christians celebrate the birth of their Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, while Jehovah's Witnesses celebrate what is the opposite of celebrating the birth of the Lord.
They celebrate, what is Jesus' death? They celebrate his death.
What is observing Jesus' death, aka Black Mass? Yeah, they do the opposite. That's the exact opposite. Watchtower loves death for 500. In John 14:6, Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Jehovah's Witnesses steal what rightfully belongs to Jesus by calling their religion this name. It's right there. It's
What
right
is the truth?
Let's find out. Let's hit spacebar. What is the truth? Jesse's on a roll. Jehovah Math. Everybody loves Jehovah Math. 6,000 years marks the beginning of the 1,000-year reign, millennial reign of Jesus. 6,000 years marks the beginning. Why did it? Hold on.
I got the answer, though. What is 1975?
That's right. Yeah, because that's what it is. Yeah. That's pretty good, Jesse. I mean, Phil, whoever you are. The year 2975. Think about this. The year 2975. That's 1,000. That's 1,000 years after 1975. The year 2975 marks this occasion.
What is the year of Jubilee? Oh, the end.
Yes. The end of the 1,000-year reign of Christ, which enters the year of Jubilee. Yeah. Great. Jess, that was really good, Phil. Everyone's favorite subject, pornea, for 400. This sexual practice made popular by Bill Clinton is now allowed in Jehovah's organization. Jesse, we're going to let the chat answer this. This sexual practice made popular by Bill Clinton is now allowed in Jehovah's organization. I know people in the chat are kind of shy.
I think I know the answer.
You think you do? Go ahead.
What is cigar soaking?
What is cigar soaking? Ooh, he beat you to it, Jesse. Cigars. So we're going to give it to team 2. Spacebar. What is oral sex? Yes.
Hey, close, but no cigar.
Close, but no cigar. Pornea for 500. Calling a 900 sex line or having dirty phone conversation does not constitute pornea unless this happens.
What is a nipple slip?
What is a nipple slip? So does anybody in the chat know? You call the 1-900 number, you have dirty phone sex conversation, but that does not constitute pornea unless I don't know.
Unless I know. Unless another witness knows about it.
No. While you masturbate while on a phone line. I remember in the elder school, they talked about that. If you listen to a 900 sex line, the elders were told no. But if you jerk off while you're talking to somebody, that's pornea. How Jehovah uses unpaid child labor to accomplish his ministry on earth. How does Jehovah use unpaid child labor to accomplish his ministry on earth? Now,
what is a quick build?
It's a no, think about it. It's a ministry. What kind of ministry?
What is door to door?
Let's see. What is the door-to-door ministry? Good job. And the last question for 500. Jehovah became a billionaire using this program. Jehovah became a billionaire using this. Oh, Nadine had that one before you did. I'm sorry, Jesse. Going out in service, yeah, door to door. But how did Jehovah become a billionaire? He used this program.
The American 501c3 program.
Ooh, very close, but it's an internal watchtower program. It's a pillar of Jehovah's organization.
Oh, what is the worldwide work? The Kingdom Hall Building Program.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah. Boy, Jehovah he made a lot of money with that.
Chad was right. Real estate.
Yeah, the real estate program.
What is real estate, Alex?
Yeah. So we go back, and that was it. I hope you guys like Jehovah Jeopardy. And if you guys have any good questions, you can send them to us.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like this one, Jesse? Now, keep in mind, we'll keep pornea right where it belongs, right in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
because pornea is everybody's favorite subject, even Jehovah's Witnesses. That's all they talk about. And I was talking to Nadine while she was out in field service, and she said how she was asking, guess what she asked her worldly friends,
I don't know.
who are very, I think one of them is a very well-educated teacher in English. She asked her if she knew what pornea meant.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the worldly friends said, what? No. What the hell are you talking about? It appears that only Jehovah's Witnesses know what the word pornea means. So.
Yeah, it's like when you talk to a Jehovah's Witness, and they're all over the planet. They're talking about Uzziah.
Mm-hmm.
No other Christian or Jewish rabbi from here to Timbuktu, from here to Islamabad, knows who Uzziah is. But boy, all the Jehovah's Witnesses quote him like if he was John the Baptist.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So did you like, so were they, I guess I could do the questions better, but Jehovah Jeopardy was awesome, man.
Yeah, Chad's telling you something. He says, why do XJWs on the Rick Ferron think Watchtower cares about 80-year-olds seriously? Wow, that's true. Oh, he's talking because I think they're not going to have no committee. They're going to age them out. If Chad could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in some of the committees of the Watchtower, which goes to my cultural Marxism, who death by committee? Who the hell has a committee? But anyways, but they're going to be cut out of once they're 80 years old. They're going to be aged out. So like, let's say we had a building committee here in Yuma. So like Richard, he couldn't serve in the, yeah. But you know what? They're all reaching it. Like think of Mark. How old is he? 78, 79? They're all reaching that. Oh no, they're in the 60s. They still got 10 years. Yeah.
So it's part of their plan, their future plans.
Aging them out.
Aging them out. So it's already in the cookbook. Yeah, they're.
Yeah. What do you say?
Well, Maverick says Gigi made some good points on Rick's show. He was taking notes. So good for you. Good for you.
That's very important. Kind of like if you're in North Korea and you're standing around next to the dictator, you better have your notebook ready. And that's kind of what you do in the GG for GB. Like you told him on Rick Ferron. You know what? You've been very benevolent. You let people slide all these years. Like a lot of times when you see my new show, I'm always taking notes, always writing notes. Tonight I'm not. It's close to Christmas, and that's another thing, Gilbert. Let me ask you a question. We're so close to Christmas. Why did you have to be so mean to that brother? I mean, were you mad because was it Pixie that was interrupting you?
No, that other guy. Wow, Nadine said I was mean to him.
I know, but why? We're so close to Christmas.
Because I was mean to he started interrupting me.
Well, hold on. So many times Pixie interrupts you all the time, and you never go Karen on her.
Oh wow.
How many times does Pixie interrupt you? And Gary interrupts you so much. You send him an invoice one time.
Like a lot of our friends listening don't understand. So we always say how Jehovah's Witnesses we are communists by heart, birds of a feather. So here's the leader of North Korea.
This is the way you should be when you're visiting GG for GB.
내 한 생으로 인민을 키우시고 조선을 빛내이신 위대한 수령님과 위대한 장군님의 거룩한 사상과 업적을.
So,
and that's the way it was with Rick Fearon today.
Yeah, everyone's taking notes.
Let's see another one, because probably people don't believe you.
공성의 노동 계급이 새 시대의 천리마 정신을 창조하며 사회주의 건설의 전면적 발전기를 선도해 나가라고 원대의 힘과 열정을 배가해 주신 하늘 같은 그 믿음 번중의 근본인 식량 문제를 해결하는 데서 나서는 가장 절실한 문제라고 하시면서 앞으로의 개건 현대화 규모와 목표에 대하여 다시금 환히 밝혀주시었습니다. 개건 현대화 목표 공성의 노동 계급이 새 시대의 천리마.
Yeah, let's just take notes, man, just like the Chosen. Check this out. That's funny, huh? And you say that there's no similarities? Wow. This guy was he's so busy taking notes.
And you know what's the funny thing? And you know what's the funny thing? The communists in the United States, the Democrats, they call Donald Trump a dictator. They have no idea, man. They have no clue.
Isn't that interesting how they're taking notes?
Yeah. Now, when did you incorporate, since you became the governing body of Jehovah's Witness, when did you incorporate that dictatorship of taking notes? When did you incorporate it? Because you haven't enforced it in the past years. And now that we're real close to Christmas 2025, you started on the Rick Fearon show, you dropped the hammer.
But Gigi, I thought it was tongue in cheek when you said don't interrupt the governing body.
No.
And the reason why, part of it is 50-50, because when people call in the Rick Fearon show, they are so rude. They don't understand how a show works. Did you notice how Rick introduced me? He says, hey, I got 602 on the line. I think that's Gilbert. He always says that. You know what I never do? Oh, hey, Rick. Oh, hey, Rick. I never interrupt anyone. Why? Because it's good manners, good phone etiquette, but it's also a show. It's a radio show.
Right.
And then Rick is laughing because at the end it says, do I make the host look good? You make Rick look good by not interrupting him. And he's very benevolent because he puts up with people.
And since it's a show, we are all participants. All the world's a show, and we are merely players. All the world's a stage. And so we have to know our place in the stage, some of us. And you happen to be the benevolent dictator of the GG for GB. And so today, even though it is a show, you did have to exercise your supreme command when he tried to interrupt. And then with Pixie, you're going to have to drop the hammer on her. Even Rick's told, okay, Rick, one day, you know what he's going to do? Can you imagine? He's going to go Archie Bunker like Edith.
Man, he's going to blow up. Yeah. He's going to blow up. Yeah. And see, Maverick also waits in. Sometimes Rick get interrupted mid-sentence. Yeah, he always gets, sometimes. No, you're wrong on that one, Maverick. He always gets interrupted mid-sentence. And, I can interrupt you or 587 or wherever, but man, Rick is getting old in age. Don't be interrupting an old man. He's going to open up, one of these days, he's going to open up a can of whoop ass on people.
Yeah. Or you know what? He's at that 8th stage where he was a Jehovah's Witness. He might forget where he's at. So it's not good to interrupt him because the neurons are not processing that good. He
Yeah.
might forget he's even in the show. Look what happened to Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. Yeah. Is he still alive?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think the bush. What was it? The flame. What was it called? The bush that did burn.
So,
Don't ask, don't tell. I don't know.
don't ask him. I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm turning red now.
You know what?
Mhm.
I think he came on our show one time incognito
Uh-huh.
because I saw comments and it said, but it was Ricky Booby.
It was Ricky Booby. Yeah, okay.
Yes. I go, what the hell is this?
Look at that. Yeah. I hope he's still alive, you know.
You could smell the aroma like of Calitas.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't want to. Man, it's one of those things where you don't. Yeah, it's best not to say anything. Yeah. Okay. Hey, that was a lot of fun, huh? So we got to
Yeah.
do some more Jehovah
Hey,
Jeopardy.
The Jehovah Jehovah, what do you do? Like cannabis, or something like that? Cannabis, you know? Or what else? What are the subjects? That would be a good one. Cannabis, like
Yeah.
this. Jehovah's Witness children,
Mhm.
66% of them do this. What is smoke marijuana? Okay, yes, yeah.
Yeah. Now we need to get more pornea questions because pornea
Mhm.
questions are fun. Mhm.
Okay, here's a good one.
Mhm.
Would getting a tattoo constitute pornea?
It could be, Jesse, if you get the tattoo in the wrong place.
Mm.
Because some people get tattoos very close to the genitals. I knew
What
this.
if you want to
I
tattoo
knew,
your age?
I knew this one guy who was in the restroom, right?
Hmm.
And and you know, in Jamaica, and over there they have the shared where the big old where you take a leak. It's a big old tub, right? Everybody shares the same tub, you know, just like
Mhm.
So the guy goes in and he's all hurt. He goes, oh, and he's all like moaning, and the Jamaican, well, what's the matter? He goes, oh, I just got a tattoo. He goes, oh, okay. He goes, where'd you get it at? He goes, on my penis. I tattooed my girlfriend's name. And he goes, well, what's her name? He was an American, and he goes, oh, Sue. So the guy, you know, starts jerking off, and he gets a hard on, and it says Sue, S-U-E. Mhm. And then the Jamaican goes, oh, that's funny. He goes, I got a tattoo years ago of my girlfriend. No, I mean on my penis. And he goes, really? And he goes, your girlfriend's name Wendy? And the Jamaican guy goes, no. And so he starts jerking off. And it says, welcome to Jamaica and have a nice day. Welcome to Jamaica and have a nice day.
Gilbert, that reminds me of the Watchtower video. No class.
Oh man, that's like a sixth grade joke. I remember like
There was another one who tattooed his age,
Mhm.
but there wasn't enough room.
He tattooed what?
His age,
Mhm.
there wasn't enough room.
Oh wow. Oh, who's that? Who's that comedian again? The guy that does the, you know, like that we have sometime when he goes tone it down, man. What's his name?
Oh yeah, what was his name? His Tone It Down.
Mhm.
It wasn't Rob Schneider. It was
Well, he had an old man on, and this he's on his podcast, and he had Your Mama's So Fat jokes, and they were just throwing one after another. They were like, they had a compilation of them, and those guys couldn't keep. I mean, these are trained comedians, and they couldn't keep a straight face. Do you have a favorite Your Mama's So Fat joke?
Your Mama's So Fat. No, but Tio Beto was at the shop,
Mhm.
and he told me some barber jokes, pretty
Mhm.
low class, no class barber joke. And he
Mhm.
told me that he was at the you know, he owned the barber shop there in Yuma since the 50s, since he was a kid. And one day this winter visitor came in there. He goes, hey, barber. He goes, when can you fit me in? He goes, you know, about 45 minutes, give or take 45 minutes. Okay. And he walked out the door. They didn't think much of it. You know, he didn't come back. Next day, the same thing happens. And all week it was happening, and he goes, I think we could fit you in about 45 minutes. Okay, thank you. And he take off. And they used to have a shoe shine boy there.
Mm-hmm.
And so about the third time, Tio Beto told him, hey, the shoe shine boy, why don't you go follow him?
Mhm.
See where he's going, because every day he does that and then he doesn't come back. And so the little boy goes and he follows him. Then he comes back and he starts doing his shoe shine business again. A little while later, the barber asks him, hey, shoe shine boy, did you follow that guy that I told you to? Did you do what I told you? He goes, yeah. And he just keeps working, puts his head down, starts working. Well, what happened? The barber asked him. He goes, where'd he go? And then he looked up and he goes, your house.
Oh man.
Do the math.
Hey Jesse, so check this out. You thought I was mean earlier, right? So 587 says, so I made a point in the Rick Farron show that Watchtower is going down Joel Osteen's route with the best life now, etc. What do you guys think? Well, 587, this show is about what I think, not about what you think. So, oh God, is that cool?
So
No,
I made the point that Watchtower is going down.
but he was that because that Watchtower was stealing Joel Osteen's thunder. He brought that up. No, he's 100% spot on. Because Watchtower is just, they're thieves, man. Yeah. Now going back to before I end, going back to 6th grade when I should have bought real books during reading, not bought during reading. Remember, reading is fundamental. They give us free books, but we would always go for the truly tasteless jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And I never forgot this joke. YouTube rejected your comment, even though I'm the guy that posted it. It's my channel. This usually means they think it's spam. Try changing it a bit. I can't. The original post that I put that YouTube got me on was, your mama is so fat. How fat?
How fat is she?
She has smaller fat women orbiting around her.
Her nickname is Atlas 31.
Yeah, 31,
Yeah.
Jesse, YouTube rejected my comment.
Wow, that is so
They
cool.
wouldn't let me put it up there on the screen. YouTube does not like Yo Mama So Fat jokes.
Hey, so there's a commonality. JW.org does not use fat people, and YouTube doesn't let you use fat jokes.
Wow.
There's
So
a lot of anti-fat discrimination.
Mm-hmm. There's fat discrimination?
Yes, by Google and JW.org. Watch, go back to that video. Tell me if you see any fat person in there. And then go to the Kingdom Hall. Tell me if there's not fat people. Watch, go back to that video.
I will, but hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
So YouTube censored me.
Yep.
Your mama's so fat, she has smaller fat women already around her. Oh my gosh.
Because it is truly tasteless. It's discriminatory. I mean, that's cool. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine the damage that can have fat mamas orbiting around a woman?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody knows that the world is flat.
But Jesse, I know, but fat women and fat men and ugly women, ugly men and all that stuff. White guys with small penises that have tattoos of the girlfriend named Sue and the Jamaican guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's been around since the beginning of time. Like pretending it doesn't exist. This is all normal. It's part of the human experience.
Well, let's see. Put the video on.
Oh no, I can't. I might. I've already ran a McAfee antivirus thing on my. After having, that's why I didn't show it to you on JW.org. I did it via the 6 screens. I didn't want to. It was kind of like a safe sex. Watching that video through the 6 screens was like having a condom.
Well, some people were saying that
Mm-hmm.
in the Rick show, when he played that video,
Mm-hmm.
they were thinking about grim death. I mean, or vomiting, excruciating pain.
Oh no.
bringing back post-traumatic stress disorder.
Hmm.
It was even worse than the.
Oh god. It says, man, I was trying to show you this clip and it wouldn't let me, but finally I got it because it says self-harm. Gosh, you're censoring everything, Jesse. And this guy was
been boring for you.
Jehovah's Witness video.
It's just that whenever I start to talk about Elaine, I always get so carried away. I lose all track of time. Well, I could go on for hours, but I'd probably start to bore you. You know, I really couldn't blame Elaine. They wanted a career. When they built those roads, they had no thought of drainage in mind. So we had to take a special Jeep up to the main road. In fact, we were lucky to even get a Jeep since just the day before. Only one that we had broke down. Had a bad accident.
Would you go up, please?
That's what people were feeling when they were watching the Jehovah's Witness Best Life Ever song. Wow. Jesse, they even try to make, they were like saying, are you sure you want to watch this video? It has self-harm. Wow. It started already.
Mm-hmm.
We are entering into the new world. Wow. So man, we're prolonging this. I know it's late Saturday night, but
That was some. Hey, you know what? It's true because the other day I was trying to listen to some music. You know, I was listening to music, and so every once in a while you want to listen to Ozzy Osbourne. You know, so I put on Suicide Solution because when we were kids, remember Al Gore and his wife? They were starting to put the record label on the records. And then the Watchtower attacked Randy Rhoads and Ozzy Osbourne's Suicide Solution. So what are all the kids going to do? They're going to go out and listen to that. So it's just natural, you know? So anyways, I went to put on beer is fine, but liquor's bad. Wine is fine, but liquor. So I put on Suicide Solution. And my whole computer on YouTube was giving me hotline numbers for suicide, anti-suicide. You know, and that I don't have to do it. I could call this 1-800. I just wanted to hear the damn song. It wouldn't let me listen to the damn song. It just kept giving me suicide tip lines. So like the song is flagged. You can't listen to that song. You know.
Hey, so let me ask you a question before we go. Being that the end of the world is coming, you would think that Jehovah would have told everybody that silver was going to hit $67. It was going to trigger a kill switch. And
Disclaimer.
My question is this:
Disclaimer.
December 13th, 2020.
who is this guy?
Okay, I made some comments on the other, but if you notice, he's AI. If you notice his nostrils, they don't move.
25.
Watch, go ahead.
3:47 p.m. Eastern Time.
Oh, he's not real?
Silver crosses $67
he's
per
AI.
ounce.
Look at his
Within
nostrils.
90 seconds, trading algorithms at 8 major banks simultaneously triggered emergency protocols.
They don't
Not
even
because of the
move when he
price
breathes in.
itself, but because of what $67 means under a rule change most people
He
have
has
never heard
facial
of.
movement. He
For the
has
next
eye
72
movement,
hours,
cheek movement.
these banks have
but
3
it's
options.
clear when he
Post
breathes in,
891.
they
So he's not real.
No. He's fake. That's AI. He's a
$1 billion
robot.
in cash collateral. It's now caught in a position they mathematically cannot escape.
Look
And
at
then
those
he
eyes.
He has the shadow right there, like the beard shadow and the mustache shadow.
Yeah, but look at his nostrils. They don't move ever. Watch, press play.
The invisible tripwire sits at exactly $67.25 per ounce. Let me show you why that.
You
How
gotta
did
breathe in.
He's not real.
No.
So how did you know that? Were you looking at his?
I was studying his nostrils because I was looking at his facial. They're doing everything to make him look real. He looks real. But if you look at his nostrils, you could hear him breathe in, but I don't see his nostrils flare up. So if you listen to him, you could hear him breathe in, but his nostrils. And so I was looking in the mirror, and every time I breathe in, my nostrils move. Watch, I'm going to zoom into you. Start talking. Oh,
Okay.
please, when I'm talking.
Start taking notes.
Okay, go ahead. No, but
Okay.
speak. Talk about
Okay,
silver.
Huh? Oh, okay.
Watch, give me a
Number
speech on
matters
silver.
more than any other price point in financial markets right now.
Hold on. Well, you want to talk or what?
No, you give me a speech on, and I'm going to watch your nose. Speak on silver.
Oh, so this guy is saying that that Friday the silver moved to $67, and what it did is it triggered like a breaker.
Your nose is all over the place.
Oh, my nose is all over the place. Yeah.
This guy's nose don't move at all.
Wow.
Watch, I'm going to talk. Okay.
Hello. Yeah. I'm in trouble. Okay. All right. I guess I gotta get.
All right.
All right. I gotta get a more insulation in the walls. So yes, I don't know.
Oh, okay. So, what's the deal? He's fake, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Gilbert. Well, let's wrap it up because nobody wants to talk about silver.
Yeah. Nobody wants to talk about silver. It's a great subject. And you know who else doesn't want to talk about silver?
Hey, look at Maverick says something that I saw too. You can tell because every so often you get a subtle glitch on the video. I noticed that too, but I didn't say nothing. But I see that there's a glitch every so often on that video.
Oh, okay. It could be a real person that cloned himself.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be. Yeah. And it goes to show that. But here's what we do know. We do know this. When he was talking about the news of the South Korean investors of Samsung going to Mexico mines to buy silver, that turned out to be true. So a lot of, and the battery technology that Samsung developed, that's true too. I'm not arguing that point.
Oh no,
I'm saying that guy is fake.
That's called Doré. Doré is, I guess, the miners before they start melting the silver, but it's like, they crush the rock. It's called Doré. So the Chinese were buying it, and they're like, we're gonna refine it and process it in China. That way, they never have to disclose in the open market that they're buying silver. So it could be like a hush hush to keep the prices low. Does that make any sense? Yeah. And that was I remember hearing that about 6 months ago. People were talking about it, but now everyone's talking about it.
Well, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that guy.
Oh,
I think they're using AI. Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of stuff he's bringing out got everybody in the precious metals business talking.
Yeah.
The skin tone gives it away as AI.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Also, like the 5 o'clock shadow doesn't seem real. But
and you know what? He knows a lot about, like, his English is impeccable for a guy from, you'd expect somebody who'd be that eloquent in English from New Jersey, but somebody from South Korea? Come on, man. Dropping a Kim Jong-un in there.
could it be like a guy that's very smart, but like very ugly, fat? And so he just uses AI at like like that guy says here, he cloned himself.
Yeah, it could be.
Because there was a movie, what's his name? Brandon Fraser got the Academy
Wait.
Award.
Can we get that in Pornea?
Yeah.
When you clone yourself?
Ooh. That's a good question. Yeah. So this professor, Brandon Fraser, got the Best Actor award.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Is that the one with the white whale?
No, he was like the 400, 500 pound
Yeah,
professor.
the white whale guy.
Yeah.
That was a gross movie. I still have
Ooh, I
PTSD
know.
about it. Yeah.
But that could be where a guy, you have somebody like that who just clones himself and he does the video, but yeah.
Hey, did you get my economics question?
Yeah, I did. You know, we'll have to go over it in a different video.
I know, but more or less, did the numbers jive?
Yep, the numbers drive.
Wow.
All right. All right, guys. That was fun. We'll see you guys later. Good night.